Om Shanti children. So today we are going to start with the second chapter now, and the name of the chapter is powers. What does power means? The exponents. You learned in class 7 that exponents are a powerful way to express repeated multiplication of a number by itself in a short form. I think you all know what are exponents. Right. See, like if I take an example, just see, what am I doing here? I'm multiplying 2 multiply by 2 multiply, and how many times am I multiplying 2? It is been multiplied 7 times. So what am I going to write? It is 2 to the power 7. So repeated multiplication of 2 by itself 7 times. So the expression 2 upon 7, how it is read? It is read as 2 to the power 2 to the 7th power. You all know this, right? So what is 2 here? 2 here is the base and 7 is the power. And what does the power means? Power also means exponent. So you know 2 to the power 7. So 2 is the base and 7 is a exponent. And 2 to the power 7 means it will come to 128. How many times are multiplying 2? 2 is maybe multiplied 2 into 2 into 2 7 times. So you all know what are exponents, right? And what is the base? Now the exponent, what does the exponent tell us? It tells us how many times do use base as a factor. So how many times are we using the base as a factor? Here for this example 2 to the power 7. So 2 is the base. So how many times am I making to a factor? 7 times. I think till here it is clear to you. You have done this in class 7. I'm only revising what has been done till now. So I think the definition of exponent is also clear to you. Now we come to laws of exponents. You know how many laws of exponent have you studied till now? You have studied, I think, 3 laws of exponents. Like I'll say it is product law, it's quotient law, and power law. So today I'm going to tell you 5 laws of exponents. What are those 5? Law 1, Law 2, Law 3, Law 4 and Law 5. Right? Now, just see. If I say a to the power m multiply by a to the power n. So, we know when the bases are same, the powers are added. So, it is a to the power m plus n. And just see, in a circular bracket, it is written a to the power m, circular bracket close, to the power n. So, it will become m and n will be multiplied. So, it will become a to the power mn. Now, what does the third law says? It is AB, it is in the circular bracket, and what is its power? M. So, it means when I open it, it is a to the power m into b to the power m. Both, because the value inside the circular bracket is a to the power 1 and b is also 1. So when I multiply 1 with m, it is m. Right? So it will be a to the power m and b to the power m. Now fourth law, a upon b whole to the power m. So what will it become? It will become a to the power m upon b to the power m. I think this is also very clear to you. And in this case, b should not be equals to 0 because it is a rational number, a upon b. Right? Now, fifth law, a to the power m divided by a to the power n. So, it will be a to the power m minus n. Right? Now, I know you all have done them. Now, the product law. The first one is the product law. Right? There is a multiplication sign in between. Then, second, third, fourth, all three of them are power law. Because we are having power in all three of them. Right? And the last one is your quotient law. So, I think you know all these things. You have done it in class 7. Right? So, we will revise. Just do one example. I have already solved that example. 3 to the power 7 multiplied by 3 to the power 5. We know bases are same. If the bases are same, the powers will be added. So 7 plus 5 is 12. So answer is 3 to the power 12. Now, second one, it is 3 to the power 3 in a circular bracket. Now, circular bracket close to the power 4. So, as you know, 3 4 is 12. So, my answer will be 3 to the power 12. Now, just see the third example, that is of third law. 3 multiplied by 7 and it is in the circular bracket to the power 10. So, what will be my answer? It will be both of them will be multiplied because 3 to the power 1 and 1 into 10 is 10. So, it will be 3 to the power 10 multiplied by 7 to the power 10. Now, you know 3 upon 5. It is a rational number. And how much power it is having? It is having power 4. So, it will be 3 to the power 4 upon 5 to the power 4. Is it clear to you? Now, last one, the fifth law, 5 to the power 19 divided by 5 to the power 16. So, you know when it is divided and so it becomes minus. So, 19 minus 6 is 3. So, answer will be 5 to the power 3. I think till here it is very clear to you. Okay. Now, let's come to the zero exponent. I know you have done it, but still we are revising. What does the zero exponent says? It says, for example, you take 4 to the power 3 divided by 4 to the power 3. So, you know 64. You know what is 4 4 is 16, 16 4 is 64. So, 64 divided by 64. I can write it in the form 64 upon 64. It will come to 1. And there is one more way also. With the exponent way. Also 4 to the power 3 divided by 4 to the power 3 is 4 to the power 3 minus 3. That becomes 4 to the power 0. Now, as you know, both of them I am solving it and both of them are same. So, if both of them are same, this first one and second one are same, so what conclusion I come to? That 4 to the power 0 is equals to 1. Right? Since same question, right, must give the same answer. Therefore, the answer must be the same. So, what conclusion have I come to? That 4 to the power 0 is equals to 1. Now, you know any expression except 0 raised to the power 0 equals to 1. It means a to the power n is equals to 1, where a should not be equals to 0. And one more thing you must know, 0 to the power 0 is indeterminate. Right? So we all must know that 0 to the power 0 is not 1. It is indeterminate. Is it clear to you? Right. Now we come to negative exponent. What is a negative exponent? Just see, I'll take an example of a negative exponent. 4 to the power 5 upon 4 to the power 6. What does it mean? It means 4 to the power 5 divided by 4 to the power 6. So it is 4 to the power 5 minus 6. You know it is laws according to the law of quotient. Right? So 5 minus 6 is minus 1. So it is 4 to the power minus 1. Also 4 to the power 5 upon 4 to the power 6 is equals to 1 upon 4. Here also if you see, what do we observe? That both the way, since the two answers must have the same value, because the first part and second part are same. So it is coming to what? 4 to the power minus 1. And here what it is coming? 1 by 4. So what does 4 to the power minus 1 means? It means it is equals to 1 upon 4. Right, class? So what is a to the power minus m means? It means it is equals to 1 upon a to the power m, where a cannot be equals to 0. Is it clear to you? Similarly, if it is an rational number, ab to the power minus n, so what it will be equals to? It will be reciprocal. It will become b upon a to the power n. So that is called negative exponents. You know, if 1000 is there, I divide that with 10. It will become 100. If I divide 100 with 10, it will become 10. If I divide 10 with 10, it will become 1. If I divide 1 with 10, it becomes 1 upon 10. What does that mean? 10 to the power minus 1. If I divide 1 by 10 with 10, it will become 1 by 100. Right? And what does 1 upon 100 means? It means it is 10 to the power minus 2. I think till here, class, it is clear to you, right? I'll do few example in the next video.